Essay on the future of newspapers in India. With the spread of education and with the progressive reduction and removal of poverty, our newspapers ought to have a bright future. Today the majority of Indian villages have very poor means of communication. Railway stations, metalled roads and post offices are, as yet, insufficient in number. Even weekly delivery of letters to the majority of the villages is uncertain. This, added to illiteracy and poverty, keeps about 70% of our villagers deprived of the services of newspapers. Newspapers have a variety of aims and purposes. The most important of these is the dissemination of national, international and local news. Today newspapers are within the reach of hardly 30 or 40% people, when nearly all Indians from week to week and from day to day will be reading about the happenings in the world and in the country as well as in the neighborhood. It will bring them together mentally and emotionally. This will help the process of nation building. Care and impartiality and a sense of selection are needed in editing and publishing news, if this is to have educative value for the millions. Newspapers are also views papers highly educated and trained journalists can, through their editorial notes, create and educate public opinion. When, with the spread of newspapers, people read the views, the opinions, the facts, and arguments given by the editors, they will begin to think for themselves and to differ or agree with the views expressed in the newspapers. Opinion building is also an important function of newspapers. Newspapers should also have thoughtful and thought-provoking articles by good writers. Short stories, subjects connected with popular science, accounts of travel and adventure, sports news and sports commentaries should also find room in a good newspaper. In future the circulation of newspapers will increase many times. Advertisements will also bring rapidly increasing income to the newspapers. Pictures and cartoons add interesting features to newspapers. Today very few newspapers can afford to make suitable payments to their writers and artists. But in future when the business of journalism looks up and newspapers become really profitable concerns, far better payments can be made to writers. The quality and the level of newspaper writing will also improve with the rise of education and rise in circulation. We students feel the lack of suitable weeklies and monthlies for young people. We can only hope that with the progressive improvement in the living conditions of our people there will be more and more juvenile magazines and periodicals, and of increasing quality. Progress is indivisible. We cannot think of the future of Indian newspapers in an isolated way. Only with uniform development in all aspects of nation and life can we expect appreciable development in the quality of Indian newspapers. Their future is bound up with the future of other departments, features and aspects of Indian life. To put the matter simply, 500,000 more reading clubs, reading rooms, and libraries spread all over the country and the countryside will bring about a desirable revolution in our newspapers and assure a bright future for them. Thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe.